If you do follow Chinese, then something that's fun to start paying attention to is we say 左右, we say 上下, we say left, right, up, down, yang before yin, right? But that's not what it is. It's yin yang, 水火, right? So at what aspects is yin before yang, yang before yin? And let me tell you, when I was in my early years, I was asking everybody, so when it's like this, it's like, yang's first, yin second, except for yin and yang. And they'd be like, huh. And then some of them would just be like, huh, and some of them would give you an answer that you could tell they're just giving you an answer. And then some would kind of like pause and think, and then they'd be like, who's this foreigner asking all these difficult questions? And then they would come up with a better answer, things like that. But we want to understand that there isn't a yes, no. There is yes 98% of the time, and then there's the dot of the Tai Chi. And to starting to spot the dots of the Tai Chi is when instead of being a reliably good practitioner, you are a better practitioner, right? And when you're just seeing yin and yang, you can get to 5 out of 10 if you've been trained and you're not stupid and you have common sense. I would much rather have a less intelligent person with common sense than a smarter person without, right? Every teacher I ever had said, 不怕笨, 就怕聪明. I'm not afraid of stupid. I'm afraid of smart. Because smart people, they don't have common sense, you know? Um, there's a great line in Dune at the end where the guild people are busy trying to figure out their future possibilities of like who's going to win the battle when Paul comes in off the desert and knocks down the shields and brings the worms into the basin, right? And the emperor is just like, wow, you all are so attached to this foresight that you've closed your eyes and you're trying to see what's happening. And there's a big blown hole in the side of my spaceship. And I'm watching the Fremen come in and we're about to lose a battle and you can't tell. Like, open your eyes and look, right? And that's the most important skill of Chinese medicine is open your eyes and look at what's in front of you. And you watch enough videos, we say that all the time, all the time. JulieAnn is busy saying it right now for the next 2.5 hours. She's going to be saying, because the questions that come in, it's like, oh, those are completely intellectual questions, not based on a patient. It's like, yes, but if the bitter does the draining, but it solidifies, then it's like, really? Really? Like, that's what you're spending time thinking about? Like, how is that going to help you? Well, this herb drains, but this herb solidifies. Like, oh, Jimingza, if it's like something that does this, then how does it clear the eyes? Well, I mean, if you moisten and cool from here down, what's above is going to fall, right? So the red eyes, it doesn't go to the eyes. Jimingza doesn't go to the eyes. Jihua doesn't go to the eyes, but it's light enough that it just makes things go out the urine, and there's a big empty space, and this just goes, and then all of a sudden it looks like your eyes did get drained, but not because the herb went up and drained it like it has some pathway. It's the same with the questions that are going on right now about channel, like herbs and channels. Like how do you feel about like Guager goes to the heart channel and the lung channel, and this herb goes to the liver channel, and it's like, oh, if I could strangle Zhang Yuansu, I would. You know, it's like, listen, guy, that was so smart, and you have so screwed so many people because when you read, he basically looked at the flavor nature and then what it's famous for treating for in formulas, right? And then he was like, well, then obviously I have two choices. Either I'm going to name the channel because of the organ, so it clears stomach heat, or it does something like that, and therefore it's a Yangming, goes to the Yangming, or it clears the head, like Guicher goes to the head, or this herb goes to the something. And so what channels go up there? So I'll say the Taiyang channel goes up there. But it's like doesn't go the whole Taiyang channel. You can't use it for something that's in the Taiyang in the calf or the knee or anywhere else like that. He was just being like, this is cool and this is intellectual and this is fun and I'm going to show off and match all this cool stuff up because he was really smart and he was probably bored because his country was overrun with Mongols and Tartars. And so he wasn't in government and what else am I going to do with my time? Right? So is it interesting? Yes. The more you know, the cooler it is. Is it helpful in the clinic? Absolutely not. Like having even the mildest thought about what channels have been associated with it by a one guy, Zhang Yuansu in the Jin-Yuan dynasties, right? He did it. It's like that's a lot of weight to put on one person to start guiding how you choose herbs.